Here, we would like to chat with you. We got a whole hour open, lots to discuss here on this busy Monday, right in the middle of March. We've got brackets on both the men's and women's side. Chris Brockman has already opened a Rich Eisen Show bracket challenge for everyone to join. So just go to your ESPN brackets on ESPN.com. The bracket challenge, put in Rich Eisen Show, no spaces. Join. If you win, you get free bags, a swag bag here.
We're up to 8. We're already at 8 people. Look at us.
Look at us. We're on a roll. We must be butter.
Congrats, everyone.
844-204-RICH, number to dial. We'll take your phone calls in a second. There was an NFL trade today.
Sure was.
Justin Fields has been traded by the Jets to the Chiefs.
Hey.
For a 6th-round pick next year.
Okay.
And the Jets cover $7 of the $10 million Justin Fields was owed this year. And the Chiefs get a backup quarterback for $3 million. And potentially even, a starter if Mahomes is not ready. As Tom Pelissero points out, the Jets effectively offset both the cash and pick they gave up to get Geno. Remember, they gave up a pick to get Geno.
Right.
And also needed to pay some of Geno's salary. And of the money that they're saving on Justin Fields, it pays for Geno's salary because the Raiders are picking up $16 million of Geno's darn near 20. And so Geno's gone from the Raiders. He's on the Jets, and the Jets send Justin Fields packing. And in case you're wondering how he might fare if, say, Mahomes is not ready week 1, you're like, that would be a problem for the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Fields can play week 1, guys. Week 1 last year for the New York Jets, his first start as a Jet, that's when everybody's thinking, boy, the Jets made a smart move, giving Justin Fields a shot, taking him from the Pittsburgh quarterback room and saying, you're our guy. We're going to take a smart bet on you, pay you what the Dolphins are paying Malik Willis this year. And we'll give you the starting reins. And Justin Fields, week 1 for the Jets against the Steelers, 16-22 for 218 yards and 1 score. And he ran 2 in. He was a 3-touchdown monster.
Yeah, had a huge game.
And the Jets had that thing all in the bag until they let Aaron Rodgers march down the field close enough for a game-winning field goal from their assassin of a kicker. And the Steelers beat the Jets.
Serial killer.
Serial killer, pardon me. Serial killer of a kicker. Right? Yeah. What Mike Tomlin called. How about that? Mike Tomlin, Steelers win that one, and Justin Fields and the Jets and barely lose it. And Justin Fields fell apart. Tomlin takes the Steelers to the playoffs, and he leaves anyway. And by the way, when Tomlin employed Justin Fields as a week 1 starter, don't forget, he started week 1 for 2 teams in 2 different years the last 2 years. He started week 1 for the Jets last year, and Russell Wilson, if you recall, because for some reason they had him using a tackling sled in the summer. Remember, Fields got the first 6 starts there.
He was 4-2.
He was 4-2, and he won week 1 at Atlanta, where supposedly the Falcons were coveting Fields. Remember that? Until they didn't go get him, and the Steelers did, and they used him 17-23. And he also had 57 yards rushing. Steelers won that one. So is it possible Justin Fields starts week 1, 3 straight years for 3 different teams? It's entirely possible. And the Chiefs are deciding this is a kid that we can use. And if you're Justin Fields, you can sit in the same quarterback room as Patrick Mahomes and have Andy Reid whisper in your ear and have Eric Bieniemy, MF you up and down and try to coach you hard. So that's what he does. What a great spot for him to land in.
Yeah, I said that this morning. If there's a reclamation project for him, it's a great place to go, right?
And for the Chiefs, who lose Gardner Minshew to Arizona, it's not a bad option. Again, he went 4-2 in Pittsburgh before Russell took the reins back, and last year, as we all know, unmitigated disaster. That's the issue here. Okay, let's not be completely peaches and cream here. It was a total complete disaster for Justin Fields and the Jets. Totally incomplete, where Aaron Glenn, decides to go with Tyrod Taylor at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And, Justin Fields started weeks 1 through 10, and then we didn't see him anymore. And he missed week 3 when Tyrod Taylor came in and they almost beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers anyway. And he didn't have Garrett Wilson healthy. The only thing he had was Breece Hall and very little else. So total disaster for him. Let him go to Kansas City and do his best to restart. And if you're the Chiefs, there are worse options than to start Justin Fields for a couple weeks. All you got to do is go 1-1, and it's better than the way they started last year. Seriously. 844-204-RICH, number to, and Jet fans, listen, they're cutting their losses one after another, hoping that there's going to be more wins than losses compared to the year before. And at the end of the day, their next quarterback is in college. Geno Smith is just the bridge to get you to the next year's draft. Let's go to the phone lines here. Bronco in Las Vegas, Nevada. You're on the Rich Eisen Show. What's up, Bronco?
Well, I'll tell you right now, the Jets will not be finding their next quarterback from the University of Iowa. We have to figure out some offense on that side of the ball, but we have a pretty good squad if we look at our defense and special teams. Mm-hmm. I just can't figure out how we can never get that offense dialed in. It's a shame. Hey, Rich. How are you?
Okay, Bronco. I feel like this is a therapy session.
Yeah, I'm calling from Vegas, and so I do want to ask your opinion on Iowa in the basketball tournament. But before I do that, I also wanted to say I also don't think people should sleep on the UCLA women. They beat Iowa's women's team by 40.
I was in the building
twice this year.
I was in the building for the one in Pauley Pavilion, the one in Westwood. No, UCLA has absolutely the players to take this thing down. There's no question about it. And if it's UCLA versus UConn at the end of the day for a national championship game, sign me up for that one. So you're talking about the Iowa women as opposed to the Iowa men is what you're talking about.
Well, I need to talk about the Iowa men. So Iowa men are interesting to me. I've watched not only every game, but every minute of every game all season. And, so assuming they beat Clemson, which is a huge assumption, but I think Iowa's a tough 9 in the tourney. They would, more than likely get Florida in the second round. And I'm trying to wedge out a path and wondering what you guys think. When I look at Iowa, they went into Ames. They lost to Iowa State by 4. Led that game by 17 in the first half. They took Nebraska to overtime the last game of the season in Lincoln. And they played your Wolverines really tough in Iowa City. I don't know if you saw that game.
I did. Listen, and Michigan's been challenged quite a bit over the last month plus in a way that they weren't in the first 2-3 months of the season. And I appreciate the call, Bronco. Thank you, bringing a little Iowa love here as opposed to just Terzo in Iowa doing that. Listen, it's a crapshoot. You take on Clemson, and then you got to take on Florida if you're Iowa. I mean, the toughest path. I can't believe Duke got this path.
Yeah,